I'm just trying to get to a bag. Don't give a fuck if I done made you mad. Might as well stand in line. It's a bunch of y'all, but I don't mind. If they ain't hating, I ain't doing enough. Like, I really give a fuck. See, I can't lose, now you wanna show me love. Like, I really give a fuck. I am titanium, bulletproof. Hey. Ain't no explaining how I came up out the ghetto too, or about my ghetto roots. What? Original brick baby, smooth as the 70s, was raised in the 80s. Crazy how time flies, getting to the paper. So many of my niggas lost their life, so I'm glad I made it. So I'ma celebrate it. I should be celebrated. Big homie in my hood, I've been elevated. Took chances I could never see them ever taken. All my young niggas made more money than you ever touched. Well respected in all the ghettos of America, but ain't no fly zone or no ride zone in my area. Them boys hungry, pushing keys on the black market. While they get that guap, we won't stop getting ours regardless. See, I be getting to the bag on schedule, and I don't give a fuck, cause you speaking wild. I'm just trying to get to a bag. Don't give a fuck if I done made you mad. Might as well stand in line. It's a bunch of y'all, but I don't mind. If they ain't hating, I ain't doing enough. Like, I really give a fuck. See, I can't lose, now you wanna show me love. Like, I really give a fuck. Alright, like this. Yo, hell yeah. Motherfucking welcome to the motherfucking Smoke Shop. I am your motherfucking host, C Major, along with my homie,
Some Star Body.
God damn it, here we come, man. And we bring y'all all the real shit that y'all want to hear. We're going to talk with a lot of y'all favorite guests, a lot of y'all favorite artists, a lot of y'all favorite barbers, a lot of y'all favorite everybody in the neighborhood and all that. We're going to bring y'all the hood, and we're going to bring y'all the artists, and we're going to bring y'all all the livest, everything, you understand me? And we're going to give y'all the real talk, and we're going to give y'all everything that you really need to hear to be a better person and to better yourself. You understand me? So look, what's happening, my man? Shit, what we on today, brother?
Man, just parlaying, getting ready for this get Christmas out of the way.
Man, Christmas is bad. It's a bad dude, man. Hey, look, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, I'm gonna talk on a subject that might touch a lot of people, but when you got kids by other females and they're not in your household,
right.
Christmas is a hell of an event.
Yeah, man.
You understand me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then a lot of y'all men, y'all need to show up.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
foremost.
Y'all gotta show up. No matter what's going on.
Excuses out the door.
Show up.
Excuses out the door. Don't be mad at her.
Show up. It ain't about her. Just
get
show
that
up.
out your mind right now. It is not after you break up with a female that you have children by. If y'all break up, it is not about her.
It ain't about
the best thing you can do. Let's go from experience. The best thing I did was when me and my child mother, man, we used to fight. You know what I'm saying? That type of bullshit.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? See each other out, like, you know, start shit. But now you got to a point, man. That's like my best friend now because we realize that, come on, in order for this child to grow, we both got to be growing. I can't have you out in the streets and you going through things, and you can't have me. My mind messed up while I'm at work. Then they looking at it all crazy.
Yeah, I think we all go through some things as youngsters. Like, we be young, and we really don't be understanding, like, the ramifications of what we getting into as being parents and dealing with somebody else that's a parent. You feel me?
We wouldn't train for that.
You know what I mean?
Especially if you got some kind of type of upbringing. You know,
definitely.
You don't know how the game's supposed to be. Then some guys, I want to be with this woman. This gonna be my girlfriend for life. Right. Then they get shooken up. They like, now you beefing with her. You don't like her. Now you don't find around you. Fuck the kids too. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that out of the way quick.
Let me speak on that part of it, because I got a problem with guys that say fuck their kids. But then you have people that look at me like, why you say fuck your kids? I never said fuck none of mine. Right. But when they get old enough and they get disrespectful, how do you handle it?
It depends on the like you say, the ramifications. But hey, like how old are you? Is you old enough to understand what the fuck you doing? If you old enough to understand what the fuck you doing, I'm about to teach you something early now. You might have to get with me about 5 or 6 years from now, because then maybe you'll see where I was trying to go. And I never turned my back on it. But now if you want to disrespect me, because you know what I'm saying, the word respect is to look back. Right. So if you respect something, you looking back and seeing like, okay, he did do this. Right. This was like this. Right. He is this person. And first and foremost, he is my father. Right. Now my mother.
Now you got those type of situations going on, right? Right. That's one. That might be one that I might be going through sometimes.
Right.
That's that's easy. Right. But you know what I'm saying. But then you have another situation where the female mess up and the father is the one who is there.
Oh yeah,
like emotionally.
Yeah, I just seen that.
You know what I'm saying? Not just all the way financially or anything, but just emotionally.
Yeah, I'm here because
a child always needs that emotional attachment to their parents, whether it's their mother or their father.
Have to. I mean, that. See, you gotta think how like society is right now, man. It's not. They don't teach man, woman, and child no more.
No.
Well, if you get back to the rudiments of man, woman, and child, everything else will be outcasted. Because now you got it. The female that had a baby, y'all get into it. Now she's straight because you know the mama watching the baby,
and she getting that motherfucker aid.
She getting aid, probably a job.
So when she get the aid, you know what happens when she get the aid? Yeah. They asking for the social security number or who the daddy is.
And you out there. Now I'm telling you, I'm on some real shit since we talking about it. I just came off of that, man. Even at my age now, I just came off of that because I got with these people. Shout out to Renaissance.
Shout out to them. Definitely.
Shout out to Renaissance. And what they had told me was, no, don't worry about your mother. You got to worry about yourself. Right. Then because all these years I got caught up in trying to prove a point to my children's mother. Like I ain't who y'all think I am, and I ain't giving the government shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I even came up with a name for it in the program. It was called a runner. A runner is fuck the government, fuck her, but then now you out here piggy-packing with the money.
Yeah,
instead of taking.
And you done now though, because you really can't even succeed you
run it. I just gotta warm up off of it. But now I feel what made me feel weird is because I'm like, I ain't have to go through all that. My child mother used to be sometimes like, why you just don't go? I used to be mad at her when she said, just go pay him. I'm here giving you some money. But then you quit back.
I found that out the hard way.
Right.
And then I you know what? I'm gonna give my child's mother some credit because I don't want to give her credit because she called him on me for me to go down there. But
she thought, hey, she was doing what she had.
When I pulled up and she seen me, she looked. And I never seen her in that courtroom. You feel me?
Right.
So when I came and played my case and told the judge, when it wasn't even the judge, it was the magistrate. I told her, look, I'm in my kid's life. I may have went to prison for a couple of years, this and another, but even while I was in prison, I was still making sure. I was whoopie whoop, and it was proof.
Right.
And she wasn't there to refute it. So
Right.
they showed a nigga love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is phenomenal because everybody don't get that type of. You know what I'm saying? They don't get that type of. None of that. But I never, I still want to ask her to this day, and I think she did it because she knows all the shit she's been putting me through.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? And then, because we got to understand about a lot of shit. It ain't like I hate her or she hate me.
Right.
We got to understand about a lot of things, but because of, you know, how she came up and how I came up, our kids are affected by it, and because of how she tried to lash out at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That affected how the kids.
Because it can go against the grain.
You know what I'm saying?
It goes against the grain. Because one thing you can't say, long as they don't put no negative attributes on you in your children's eyes, you straight. But once they do that, they already been around them for so long. Man. So they gonna catch. Now to keep in mind, they got both bloodlines. Right. They gonna attract to that character a little bit more than they do yours because they haven't been around You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, let me tell you this, man. That ain't no good situation to be in, man. Cause man, I got 2 children right now, and they still like got a problem with me. I don't even understand why.
Right. And do you like when you try to reach out to them? What goes on?
Yeah, I ain't no talking. Like no, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right.
My daughter finally starting to respond.
Right.
My junior, he click junior. That nigga told me, nigga, don't talk to me.
Straight like that.
Yeah.
You know, I be seeing him too. When I see him,
I know.
He be like, and I be like,
yeah, I know.
Like, man, come on, Pops, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pops, man, come on. You supposed to be, that's like cubbing.
I'm quite sure he go through that on his own, and no, that's cool because you gotta become a man.
I was just about to say that, the learning phase.
I'm not against that, but I still worry about you and I'm still here for you.
I was about to say that.
I don't want to force myself on you to where you think I'm just trying to.
Right.
You feel me?
But that's when they really run. Like, man,
they're gonna
I can show you.
Yeah,
like, show me, son. I need you. Come on, man. You mine. Let me give you all this game.
Man, I'm at the point where nigga, nigga, I want you to apologize me, but nigga, I'm at the point now because I love you as my son. So I'm ready to. Bro,
what we gotta do?
What the fuck? I'm sorry if I offended.
Like what I do?
I'm sorry if I offended.
Like how you feel?
But I was right all the way.
But you wanna like?
But I still want to be like, God damn, bro, you my
right?
Yeah, because you my son. You me.
Right.
And I don't want you to.
That's what it's gonna say.
No, I understand that. You know, time. Because this ain't my first rodeo. I got kids, man.
Right.
Children. I got a lot. Hey, man, I love y'all, man. I just put it in the spirit. No, my bad. I love y'all. That was just a joke, but I love y'all to death, man. I love all y'all sincerely, and I just want the best, and I want us all to be together. Like, this would have been a beautiful year to have you know what I'm saying? Like, just to take a family photo or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But,
set it up for next year.
Yeah, but the old dude be on some shit like, man, you gotta be on your shit. So sometimes these kids nowadays, they ain't trying to listen to it.
Yeah, and what's so funny about it, how I look at people for what their credentials are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a coach. So how many children's minds have you dealt with? And you like, this man got the skills to deal with.
Hey man,
that. You know that's different. You know what I'm saying? When you're a coach. That's that East Side Cowboy stuff too. That's
ESE.
Yeah, and the other side too.
Definitely. But that
star side.
That wasn't easy. That has never been easy because you were dealing with kids that are not your own, but they love you like you a fucking father.
Right.
So I took a few kids in like they were my own, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that attachment and the thing I learned from them. I learned a lot from them. They didn't learn from me. I learned a lot from them. Just those attachments and those relationships, it helped me become a better man and shift the direction that I believe I was going in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just dealing with them.
And at the end of the day, like I said, you're a coach.
Right.
You mature.
Right.
You've been through experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to brag about our experiences because there's nothing to brag about what we went through. But you can look at it as like, man, I ain't gonna say it was war, but it was like mental war.
Yeah, being
in prison, prepared for mental war.
Definitely.
Anything that can come at you emotionally or mentally, it's like you kind of prepared for it. So when you come home and you sit and you're like, no, I can't deal with it. If you're gonna be like that, my mind right here now, so I can't deal with that because I'm gonna turn into something else. You're gonna see another side because I done raised the bar up here.
And this ain't even where I want to go.
Right.
I've been trying to change myself to not go that route.
Right.
So please, let's not have no competition for taking this.
Right. Because I done matured from that level.
I'm beyond that, but I've had situations where somebody just took me there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that leads to the things that build your character, build you as a man, build you as a person. Because had I not go through those things, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today and the man I am and talking to y'all. And I appreciate y'all for listening and being able to soak this up. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes the shit that you go through, you might not make it through. I was just blessed to make it through a
Blessed
lot
to make it through.
of the things that I have been able to get through. I've been blessed, like honestly, and I'm quite sure, like a lot of y'all that's watching, me and this guy, because this guy has been through pretty much
the shit.
You know what I'm talking about.
Been there, done that.
Been all the way down there and all the way back, and still able to give back to the community.
Now let me ask you: do you think that like plays in a part of you being persistent and continuing your music? Like, was it ever a time when you said, "Man, I'm not even thinking about that"?
There was. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, my whole goal was to fulfill everything I set out to do.
Right.
But it was a time when I came home. You know, these niggas ain't gonna feel me.
Right.
And I was wondering, shit, do the nigga at my age group, do we have a lane? Because I've been rapping for a long time. Then you got a lot of new niggas. Damn, you got a lot of new niggas just coming out of nowhere. And they around our age group. Yeah. Then you got a lot of these new guys that come from out of nowhere. And nobody ever heard from them. And they 40 and 45 years old.
Right.
You feel me? But this is their first time rapping. Right. But I've been rapping since I was 8 years old.
Right.
So it's a...
Why you still rapping? I rap. What do you mean?
I don't have a lot of people saying that, but some people might have that perception. But then the people that know me and know the history and know where I come from, they're like, no, this is what this man is supposed to do anyway. This is his call.
Could you look at it like that? Sometimes it'd be like certain people like Facebook. I don't look at Facebook fans.
Yeah.
Cause you like, man, hold on, how I got 4,000 friends? Sometimes they don't even like the shit. But then when you see me, it's like, yeah, man, that shit was dope. Like, what you talking about?
I want to ask you that.
I ain't seen no like out of it.
I want to ask you that because you just said something that made a lot of sense. Like the Facebook motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's a difference in the social media conversation.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing that I had to figure that out like a couple months ago. Like, now my Instagram account is like,
because them are people that's tapped in. Like, because people can tap in. Like Facebook, I think Facebook becoming like family orientated now. Or people that want to know you.
More, yeah.
I think
just in the hood in your family.
Yeah, what
that's Facebook.
What dogs doing? I know, or people from school and all that. It's like they tap in and see what's going on with you.
See what's up with you.
Right.
But not really.
Right, which is good. Because at the same time, you got to think that, all right, my family do see that I'm all right. They see what I'm doing. But now you're saying, hold on, y'all see me doing this music. I've been doing this music. If 20 of y'all just like it or support it, everybody else ain't got no choice. Some people feel good.
Just click on it.
Right, they ain't like it. I ain't gotta like it.
Just click on it.
I do it for you.
Cause you click on it and come down, guess what? When you play music through whatever streaming service you playing through, my song gonna play it once or 2 times.
Don't pop up there. The algorithm.
That's it.
The algorithm. The algorithm gonna pop up.
That's all I ask you.
But like I say, you could, man. Like I don't even want to promote these other apps.
Right.
But it's other apps that because we're not getting paid for. But it's plenty of apps that you're gonna. I was on this app earlier. It's like 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you sound like, man, hit me up on Instagram. I'm like, all right. Don't nobody be like, hit me up on Facebook. They be like, hit me up on Instagram.
Ain't nobody trying to hit you up on Facebook.
Because it's just something about it. Cause I remember I took off for a minute off Facebook for a minute because I said, you know what, I don't. Late at night, ain't no telling where my mind might go.
That shit is algorithm laced.
Yeah, so it's like what you do now is major. You want people tapping into major. Right. I don't want people looking at Harvey, Pookie. You know what I'm saying? My alias is Pookie Blunt. Wow, no, that
my alias is Bookie.
Now that's crazy. Pookie and Bookie. That's crazy.
Real shit.
That's crazy.
Real shit.
That's
my
crazy.
Motherfucking nickname, my original baby nickname is Bookie.
Man, that's Pookie. That's deep, baby. See, then like it's people like on the other side of the law. They look at Harvey or they look at your real name. What is this guy doing out here? You know what I'm saying? I want Major to be a star. I want some star body to be a star. Look at some star body. Because in the long run, even by you being a coach, even by me having my experience on what I went through in life, you see, I type it in on. I can give you some $1 million information on Facebook. A person could be sitting next to you and laughing like, what is you doing?
But this is up to you to absorb this stuff.
Exactly, which they not gonna do. But then, what's that old saying where you can't put the pearls to swine or something? I'm just not coming to that conclusion because you could say something to somebody and it'd be backwards to them. Like the politics. You know, when I get into politics, people I be like, all right, what's the branches of government? If they don't know it, I stop. This is what I had to learn though, because some people will battle you just on the fact that you do have a slight bit of intelligence. It's like, no, nigga, you smart, but so what, nigga? I'm smart too.
Right. I know more than you know.
I can combat that. We ain't on that right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I be putting out the information. I put out information that I literally set up
and research.
Like you got to go to college for like what 7 to 8 years. I mean, you know, far as like PhDs and them.
Yeah. Now 7 years.
Now peep the script. I did
7 years.
My whole bit. I didn't. You didn't catch me hooping. You didn't catch me at the card table gambling. I wasn't playing with boys.
You smarter than all of them.
I'm in them books. Man.
You smarter than all of them.
I'm in the books. Now the thing was, a lot of these organizations, they like, hey man, you know, like the Nation of Islam, the Muslims and all. They like, man, yeah, you. For a minute, I'm like, hell yeah, I can go in there because I know how I think. Wherever I go, whatever, I don't care. When I went to church, I said, I'm trying to get next to the preacher.
And I'm soak up all this shit.
I'm trying to get next to the preacher. You know what I'm saying? But when you come home, I said, you know what? I don't want to join no organization. I'm taking this shit back to the hood.
What made? Hold on, wait a minute. Now this is something deep, bro. Wait a minute, we gotta stop because that's something hell of it. Because I've been that route,
right?
And it's not easy for a nigga to just say no, I ain't, because they try to press you all the time.
Yeah.
What made you, and you doing the years that you had to do, and you doing the big shit? What made you just say, no, I'm about to learn all this shit and fuck y'all?
It started because I always had a love for reading. I know what it was. I could always read good. I could speed read, but I couldn't comprehend. So I got off into it was this old head, man. This old head one day in the pod. Young blood, I'm just getting there. Young blood, I got something for you. I'm like, what you got for me? Now you for a minute, like, what the fuck you got for me? He's like, you got some soaps? I'm like, I got some soap. Old head trying to get down. I just got here. You know, cuz say you gotta lay down the classic. Yeah. I said, well, old head gonna be the first one. But man, he came back with a book. A thick ass book, a dictionary, man. A dictionary. So that was like, I look at things in the spiritual nature too. Like, this is what it is. So when I start, every time I read,
that was an intervention, and that was like divine intervention in the part of your story.
A main part of the movie.
Exactly.
Like when Malcolm went in,
Because
now I'm in my bunk. I'm not playing with nobody. I'm reading. Man, when I first got it took a couple of days for me to take off that blue coat. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm just reading, but I didn't. I started breaking down words. I got into the fact that, hold on, this word means something else. This word means something else.
Now you got a different interpretation of everything you just start reading.
Or what I done learned.
Because everything you read at first, it don't even
make sense. Some of it didn't make sense. Some words I would stop. If I go to a sentence and they come up with a word, I'm like, nope, I'm stopping, man.
Now people, listen. We don't want or promote none of y'all going to prison and learning none of the shit that we talk about.
Because you can do it out here.
You can do it out here.
You can do it right. You can start right now. It's so easy to advance right now.
This is a valuable lesson for all y'all to learn and not to learn. Because the shit we talking about is so real. I'm talking about like everything he talking about, like I feel this because I felt that same everything you talking about. I felt that when I experienced it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not for everybody to experience, and then we don't want everybody to experience, but for that experience, it needs to be explained so y'all understand like how young black men are being sent into this place to be really manipulated and fucked up. Like we come home with PTSD
or pacified.
Yeah, and we come home with some shit that we got to get off us, and it's not easy to get off us because we gotta like that shit take years. You know what I'm saying?
We still shaving,
bruh. I'm
still shaving.
I know you still, motherfucker, goddamn. Like I know you still shaving. I'm still shaving too, bro. And we done been home for some years.
Over 14.
I've been home about 6.
Shaving.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why when you came on, we did that video. I was like,
yeah, you feel?
Okay, dog, back in action. Then you called for me. I said,
man.
But like, let's go to the Bible.
What up?
Why is God's people destroyed?
According to the Bible?
Yeah.
God is the jealous God. God got mad because of people.
Lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
My people are destroyed.
And they didn't listen. They didn't listen to him when he told them to pay attention and just learn and take my discernment for what it is.
How can you do that if you have no knowledge?
That's because God never taught nobody.
So you have to get the knowledge. So when you get the knowledge, then you can understand what, like,
God tried to teach people through other people. If you look at it,
he gave it to you. Now keep in mind, all right, cool. I'm glad you said through other people. Now last night, this is what I was on. Universe. Remember how we talking about the universe is mental and all that? Now peep the strip. You know, U-N-I. Unit. It's like
it's supposed to be one.
It's a whole.
But it's supposed to be one.
It is one.
Right.
That's what unit.
One whole.
Instead of saying universe, that's what that means. One. Now verse in its root is word. W-O-R-D. Now we can go off into word.
So one word is what?
Universe. Now one word is logos. That's the creative thought. Now when you say creative thought, you're going into the what thought? The universe, the mental universe.
So we bring action into the play.
Yeah. That's what. At
first, there's no action. There's just a thought.
No, it can't. Now the actions is there now.
So when we put the verse in there,
that's what.
There's
that's
action.
what. Then you get breath with it.
Right.
You get breath with it. Because you know, like the root word of spirit is what? Breath. So now, like people come like what we experience. It's no coincidence that the universe tying things in because the knowledge meet. We already won. I can't say like the game type of situation, the sets, that. It ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
But you gotta make it look. We gotta turn into something mature now. Right. You from 7 Mile, I'm from 6 Mile. You from here, or you from over there. But we still the same people. The only difference is it's the knowledge, because it's only one mental. You can
knowledge and location.
That makes one mental.
You're right.
That makes one mental.
The location is what. I think distort a lot of things because that's where you come in with separatism, races, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you come in with the location and everything, that's what made it's all divided.
Yep. We kind of did that too as humans.
Definitely.
Like, man, let me give you the perfect script for that. Amistad. Remember on Amistad when they was all in that cell?
Woo!
And the one dude moved the chair over here like no.
Yeah.
Like we just
that was cold.
But
listen. Do you know how powerful that scene was?
Yeah. That, you know it sent chills through my body. But
that was powerful.
And it still goes on.
But
cause when you seen that part, ain't that what was going on in prison?
Yes.
Ain't that what goes on in the rap game?
That's no.
Ain't that what goes on in the hood?
That's the whole everything. That one scene.
And they gave it to you. And they gave, like, hold on. They came and got y'all all from this continent, this spot. Did y'all get here with
But at that moment, we just looked at it as a movie.
I had a little bit of knowledge of self then. But the average person
not all the way though.
No.
Not where you at right now.
Still building.
Right.
But one day, about 10 years from now, we're going to look back at that and be like, woo, did y'all feel that?
I'm definitely still building because, like, I've been blessed to study the majority of the religions that's around today, and I've been able to be around some profound leaders, and none of these guys are fake in their faith.
Right.
Let me tell you this.
Right.
First, before I even say what I'm saying, these guys are true in their faith, and I've learned a lot from these guys.
Right.
And what else I learned knowledge of self. Dealing with each one of these people. I learned knowledge of self.
That's a book and story within itself. Could you know what I call it? I call it chambers. I call it chambers because, like, even when, like, what made me go to God body, you know what I'm saying? I'm 5%, you know what I'm saying? What made me go that route is for the simple fact is, and you know, people probably don't say, man, I don't see you representing, I don't see you talking about Conant guards, you know, my name on Allah. You know what I'm saying? So
there's you know why I understand why you chose it.
It's a time and place.
And there's no restrictions on nothing you do.
I'm God. I'm God. I'm gonna claim it. You know what I'm saying? The moment I don't claim it, I'm gonna get backlash. If you God walk through the wall, man, have you seen God walk through the motherfucking wall, man? If you God, make yourself disappear.
Rakim was my favorite rapper. Rakim was probably my favorite person.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
When I got into Rakim,
right,
that nigga was like.
I thought Rakim was a gangster.
So that's what the first time. No, but this was the first time I heard of 5%.
I thought he was a gangster.
No, I thought he was all that.
I think. No,
listen. Yeah.
Talking about the science.
Yeah. No, this nigga is something. He's something way more special than what everybody even think he is.
Yeah.
Like
Rakim,
when they say Rakim the God,
Rakim Allah,
the God MC.
Yeah. Cause it goes like, man, like, and Dead Prayers. I fucks with Dead Prayers so hard.
Man, shout out to Rod, man, and man, I appreciate even being in your presence and being able to meet you, man. For real, man. Like, I was able to. I've been one of the guys that's been able to be in his presence and be able to talk to him and be able to have conversation and dialogue with the God MC.
Right. So you already had the spirit on you. Just because you like say knowledge connect, like keep in mind, like I'll call it the micro and macro. If we already discussed that the universe is mental, because you can put any name on what you do.
Right.
You take away my philosophy is take away God, take away Allah, take away all names. What do you have? You have actions. You have actions. So those actions are without name. We the ones who put name on and say this is this. That's how they came along and tricked us. So they put the names on it that they want to put on it, like Zeus.
When this is some natural shit that we supposed to do anyway.
Right, like Zeus.
Ain't no name on ain't no name, and then there's no. See, when you put a name on, when niggas do some great deeds.
Right.
Some hell of a deeds.
Right.
That's supposed that they this some God shit that happened.
Right.
But you placing this on this man like he did some godly deed and he did some. That's not even supposed to happen.
Nope. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I mean, according to the book, because you got a parallel reality. Because that book, what people felt, I don't want to get too deep off into it because we still studying, we still researching.
Right, definitely.
And I'm not a disrespectful type of guy.
Me either.
And disrespect, always remember the key word of respect. We look at it in the mob terms or gangster terms. Like, you gonna respect me,
right?
But go to that word. Oh, let me go all the way back to what I'm saying about the book.
And
you read, you look it back and sing it. So if I look back, remember I told you, like even how we connect, I said, I look back to remember we was walking about in the clubs and I'm like, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was leading up to this.
Right. That's crazy.
But something was going on.
Now, that's
you know
crazy.
What was going on. Even when you came home and I started getting my haircut from you, like, this is my barber till you shot this move. It is what it is. I gotta come get straight. I'm coming get level.
You still come get straight, man.
I didn't even know it like this. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I could, you know.
Hey man, but that was the guy in me to make me move.
To be self.
You see what I'm saying? That was everything you talking about.
To be self.
That was that in me to make that move.
And what did that? The knowledge that you had, the wisdom that you had. Like I can do this, right? These the same people that love me. It's the same people that I get together.
And I don't have no problem with who I left from. He called me today to come eat some chicken.
Yeah, because you gotta think about this community though. We all.
Man, that man like my goddamn grandfather.
This community is.
You know what I'm saying? Like
this community got so much love for each other that we can't. We gotta be the ones to let the younger generation, because they don't care no more, because they don't understand structure of like people like my mama. You know what I'm saying? Get well, my mama. You know what I'm saying?
Man, please get well.
She told me something one time.
Pray for my baby.
Yeah, for sure.